everyone, how's it going? My name is Bronson Strample from Fretz RV here in Sourton, Pennsylvania. I'm going to be showing you here the Coachmen Galleria 24FL. I'll walk you around the outside, the inside, see if this might be the coach for you. Starting on the outside here, you can see the color. We are in Arctic White. We're on the Mercedes chassis. It's got your V6 diesel engine on board. We'll continue around the outside here, show you around. Right away, this chassis, it's 24 feet 3 inches total length. You've got aluminum wheels on here. This one does have a power awning on top. It's got an LED strip. It's got the wind motion sensor on there, so if it gets too windy, it's gonna close by itself. Something cool about this, it does have underglow lights on here. There's also gonna be a light underneath the door as well for when you open that up. It'll power on. Coming around the back here, it does have the dual wheel and tire setup. Like I said, aluminum rims standard. Some other things you'll see out here, you've got a couple outlets for if you're hanging out underneath your awning. You'll be able to plug some things in. And you've also got the exhaust for your Truma combi system, which I'll talk about more inside, for your instant heat and hot water system. Coming around the back side here, this unit also has the optional bike rack. It's got a weight capacity of 100 pounds, so you can put 2 bikes on here. Fold this down, you'll be able to take some bikes along with you. On top as well, you've got the backup camera, which comes standard on all the Mercedes chassis for all the Coachmen Gallerias. Your setup for towing down below, good for 5,000 pounds. It's got your hitch receiver, 7-way plug on here as well. We'll get the back opened up here so you can see what the storage looks like. You do have a couple options. You've got a screen that will be able to drop all the way down, so if it's a nice day, a little bit of a breeze, you want some nice airflow in here, you'll be able to open this up. If you want some privacy for the back, you've also got a drop down shade here. That'll black out the back section. And then down below here, this one does have a decent amount of storage. For a B van, a lot of times they're cut off under here, but this one goes back quite a bit, so you can bring some bags with you, some duffel bags, store them under here. Right now your 30 amp cord is back here. You've also got an outside hose for if you wanted to do some type of outside shower deal. Since we do have the lithium batteries on board, you'll also find the 600 amp hour box back here for those batteries. You will be able to run just the air conditioner alone 10 hours just off those batteries. That's a long time for a battery system to be able to do. If you're not constantly running the AC on board, you'll get multiple days just off a single charge on these batteries. This does have the 20K BTU 12-volt air conditioner on top as well. It's a really powerful AC, plenty for this unit. On top as well on the roof, can't quite see, you've got 330 watts of solar, so that'll be working to trickle charge those lithium batteries as well. We've got a couple ways of charging those. It'll be the lithium batteries on board. If you're driving, that's the quickest way of charging those batteries. And you'll also have your 30 amp connection if you're plugged in to charge those batteries up as well. On this side, you'll find your 30 amp power connection here. You'll find there's more lights under here for your dump station. This one has a macerator on board. So you've got the pump, the macerator switch. It'll pump it out for you, so it's not gravity fed or anything. And then you've got your gray and black tank levers over here. This will be your main hookup under here. You've got your city water connection. This has a black tank flush on board, so if you're dumping out your black tank, you can hook up your hose. You'll be able to clean out the tanks. And then that outside shower hose I showed you back there, you'll be able to hook that up on here. You've also got hot and cold water. If you do want more solar, this has an outside solar port over here as well. Lay it out facing the sun. That's an additional charge to the batteries then. Before we hop in, I want to show you here, you've got your screen door again, both for the side and the rear, which I showed you earlier. You'll be able to close this over, it'll lock into place again. Before we hop in, I'll show you this screen that they have. You've got a couple of these on board, one in the front, one in the back towards your bed section. But you'll be able to turn your lights on from here, master light switch, retract your awning, check all your tank levels. You can do your climate control from here, check your inverter, your charger. Another lighting page as well. There's an app that you can get for this coach as well, which works directly with this system. So if you're not in the coach, if you're outside and you want to turn off the lights or set your climate control, you can do so without even being in here, so it can be set up and nice and cooled off in here before you even come back in. Just make sure that we don't miss. You got some storage here as well. Hopping on inside right away, you'll be met with your galley area. You've got a stainless steel sink. It's quite deep and wide as well, enough space to be able to clean some things off in here. This one has a 2-burner stove top, runs off propane. You can get an induction one as well. This one has a ton of storage for the kitchen area as well. Usually you're not going to find this many drawers and cabinets, but you've got 4 lined down here. This one pulls out and you've got a trash can under here as well. And then you've got some deeper drawers here for maybe some pans that you bring along. some plates that you can store, some good counter space as well. A lot of times these are cut off, so you've got some good counter space, a spice rack, and the built-in paper towel holder. Show you a couple of these cabinets so you can see what the storage is like. It has the cashmere interior color in these cabinets. The wood color is a high gloss cherry finish. Some nice windows all the way around the side as well. These all have drop down shades for your privacy. That'll be all the way around. Coming around the back section here, you've got a few seating options here if you want to bring the family along. The kids, take them on a road trip. You've got seating here with 3 seat belts. And if you're all hanging out, you've got more seating here on either side. This actually has a lagoon table, so you can swing it out and you'll be able to turn it whichever direction you want, put a plate on, some cups. You can actually get different tabletops for this that'll be bigger, whatever floats your boat for what you need. This can also be removed for when you make your bed space. I'll show you just laying it down flat here. There's a switch up over here and you can lay this down flat. This is the memory foam seating area, so it's very comfortable. It's a true flat system, so it lays down nice and flat. You can have it in like a twin bed setup. You can even fill in the middle section where I'm at, and it'll make a big square bed back here as well. And when you're all done, you want to go back up into the seating position, you can just lift this up and you're good to go. This is always going to be more storage up along the top. This back one's probably going to be your biggest, maybe a good spot to store your pillows, blankets, and all that for your daytime. You've got plenty of outlets back here as well. There's some tucked down by my leg over here, some over here. There's also a charging station hidden over here on the side as well. You've got a 24-inch TV on here, which you'll be able to bring out and twist it and turn. And down below, there's that second monitor that I was talking about, so you don't have to keep running up front to push any of your dials or buttons. You can come right here, or the phone app, which I was speaking of. Continuing around, you've got your convection microwave, so no oven on board, so you'll be able to use this like an oven or just your standard microwave. This is going to be another storage spot here. You've got hanging rods over here. You can actually move these shelves, so if you want to use it just for clothing purposes, you can move them. Down below here, you've got a pull-out drawer as well for more space. Above my head, you'll find you've got a max air fan. It's got a built-in rain sensor as well, so you can control this, open it up. If it starts to rain, it's going to automatically close by itself. You have to worry about getting wet in here, having a second shower. Speaking of which, you got your shower section in here. If you stand in here, I'm just under 6 foot, so it's right around that height, especially with my hat on in here. So I still have space to move, turn around, twist and turn, do my deal and all that. It's got a mirror in here. You can remove the shower head if you like, and there's a curtain in here as well. Really nice fridge and freezer setup in here. Usually you don't see them this big. Sometimes you'll get the ones that are only half the size of this. This is a compressor driven fridge, so it'll run right off the batteries. Got some nice space in here as well as on the side doors. My favorite part is it's got the pull-out drawer for the freezer, so it's nice and deep, gives you a little extra space in there than those other little ones that just flip down sort of. So up above here is going to be your main control center. You'll find that you have your solar switch first. You can turn your panels on and off. This is good for if you're storing. You can just have it in the off position. You don't have to worry about your solar panels running. But if you're going to be using the unit, just turn them on. You've got your Xantrex system. That's going to be for your lithium batteries, which you can turn on from here. And then you can also use your batteries from this switch as well. Either put it in the store or use position. Xantrex Inverter. It's going to be a 2,000 watt inverter on here. So like I said, you'll be able to run pretty much most appliances all off of that. This will be your solar controller for your 330 watts of solar on board. So it'll make sure they're not overcharging the batteries or start charging when the batteries are starting to get low. Got a propane master switch on here as well. And your heated holding tank systems. You've got a heater on the fresh and the gray tank. These are going to be a couple light switches, and you've got a Wi-Fi ranger on here as well. This will be the controller for your Truma hot water system. It's an instant system, like I said, so it's going to be for your water and your heat for the unit itself. You can do either electric or propane, or you can do a mixture of the both. Coachmen's are very well insulated. This one also has a little bit of upgrades on insulation. It's got the cozy wrap insulation, which goes through the roof. It's a reflective material, so it's really quiet in here compared to most units. They put a hush mat material on the wheel wells. It's another insulation to quiet it down. The floors has multiple layers of it. The walls do as well. So this is overall a really quiet unit. It's a quiet ride as well. And it's going to be really great for if you're going somewhere out in the cool weather. It's got the heated tanks. It's got the good insulation. So you're going to do really well in there. Both of these seats do swivel around. This is an FL model, so think of like front living. They wrap these seats really nice as well. They're very comfortable. The Mercedes chassis comes with heated seats, so that's a nice feature to have if you're driving in the cold. Got a big touch screen on here as well, leather wrapped steering wheel. I know I mentioned the safety features like the lane keeping assist, the brake assist, attention assist, bunch of airbags. This chassis probably gives you the most room and the most comfort out of all of them. Plenty of cup holders and all that as well. So this is the Coachmen Galleria. It's a 24FL here at Fretz RV of Souderton, Pennsylvania. Again, my name is Bronson Strample. If you come in, feel free to ask me. I'll be glad to help you out, show you this model or plenty others that we have, and happy camping.